When I talk about the Matrix, I'm talking about the systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave. In the movie, the Matrix were used for our body heat, but here, in this Matrix, we're used for our efforts and our energies. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor.
Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G's only. Too many phony, masculine homies. Females acting like they are holy. Ends up being lonely. No time for games, weightlifting games, betting some flame. Too many names, breaking their chains. Me busy switching lanes. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Your mind must be stronger than your feelings. People betray, even if they're reading. Stay away from the demons, life has a meaning. No use in repeating, yeah. People don't like it when I keep it going, but rap is the best and I keep it flowing. My social media keeps on growing, my looks I keep glowing. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G.
Breakfast! Breakfast!
The computer, an extension of the human intellect, center of the most calculating intelligence on Earth.
I am the computer man, and I am ready for questions now, thank you.
Mr. Computer Man, how much is 2 plus 2?
4.
Mr. Computer Man, how do you spell cat?
C-A-T.
Mr. Computer Man, how do you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
With letters. I am the computer man. I can do anything you can. I am the computer man. I can do anything you can. Computer man is very wise. He speaks the truth, he never lies. So if Jenny does not compute. What is your number, please?
Number? I don't have a number. I'm a person.
A person? A person? Amazing! I am the computer man. I can do anything you can. I am the computer man. I can do anything you can.
What is 9,999 times 999,000?
Do anything you a heck of a lot.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui.
Hello? Are you there? Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. I said hello once, I have to do it twice. DM's looking nice, living a good life. Party all night, first class flight. To my haters, don't wanna be missed with your night. Hello to the people, hello to the people. Hello to the people, I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello? Anybody there? Hello? Are you there? Hello, 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 hello. Making that door, Lamborghini yellow. Hello, 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 hello. With goodbye, with hello. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody.
Mistä apua saa? Mä huudan sos. Sitä nyt tarvitaan. Mä huudan sos. Olen niin onneton, taas mun nainen jättänyt on sos. Nainen jätti taas mun, mä huudan sos. Miten tästä toivun, mä huudan sos. Kyllästyn elämään, eikö toivoa oo missään. Nyt olkoon määränpäänä ennem koy. Saan siellä seurautta ennem koy.
Is it you, is it me, is it us, is it we? It's Datamax.
My name is Joey V, and I want to rock with you and Christ. My best quality is probably my ability to live free and rock hard, free of alcohol, drugs, tobacco, and strong inhalants. What's my guilty pleasure? I don't have any guilty pleasures. I don't take any pleasure in guilt. Craziest place I've ever made love is in the future on my wedding night. I'm also the lead singer of a Christian metal band called Revelation. We're actually currently looking for a bassist who loves Christ, so if you know anybody, even if we're not the right fit, please contact me. My biggest pet peeve is people who look at me and think just because I rock out means I gotta be in league with Satan. Why should Satan have all the good music? Also Chinese drivers. I'd like to tell you that this is my real hair, but unfortunately I do have a day job. I work in a commercial real estate office in Orange County. They don't let me wear my hair like this, so this is a wig. But anytime I'm out of the office, I'm in full rock mode, and this is what you're gonna get. So, roses are red, violets are blue. I have accepted Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. Won't you?
Is it you, is it me, is it us, is it we? It's Dana Max.
I was overweight and looked terrible, but AIDS helped me lose 46 pounds. The AIDS diet plan helped me lose 28 pounds.
AIDS helps control your appetite so you lose weight, yet AIDS lets you taste, chew, and enjoy. And the appetite suppressant in AIDS is not a stimulant.
AIDS helped me to lose 18 pounds, and it doesn't contain anything to make me nervous.
Question, why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS? AIDS helps you lose weight without making you jittery.
Watching CNN last week, you examined the deadly flaws of this aircraft. You joined 4 newsmen in remembrance of Frank Reynolds. You debated the censure of 2 congressmen. This week, get the facts about AIDS, a CNN special report.
Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.
Hello.
Thought I told you never to call me here.
Some of the things I love are photography, travel, skiing, and cuddling.
This is a very exciting time for my life because I'm just starting a new claims adjusting business.
I don't know, the type of girl that I'm looking for is one that's really attractive to me.
I like an attractive woman, someone who might look like Christy Brinkley or Jacqueline Smith.
I have a very strong sense of humor. I've read recently that everyone thinks they've got one, but my friends do agree that I do.
Might not appear it, but semi-crazy.
Kind of your typical research mathematician, I guess.
Walking down the street or just going out for, let me take pictures of her with my camera.
He's somebody that maybe even gets rough once in a while, you know, and
I'm a ham. I've been on Jeopardy.
I decided that I'm lonely, but I'd love to go roller skating. Are you a little crazy?
Extremely high verbal skills.
Co-ed bubble bath sounds like a real fun idea I want to try out.
And whoever's ever with me has to like to do it too, or they're going to go nuts, because I'll drive you nuts.
I seek a person who is childlike.
Somebody that'll embarrass you by ordering too much food, or, you know, somebody like that.
I'm a nice fellow. I don't know.
I'm particularly attracted to black women and women of different races. So if you like me, give me a call.
Basically, that's what I'm looking for.
Hi. I thought today we'll work on a couple of things, okay? Just straighten them out. A couple of routines and try and put them together like we've normally been doing, all right? We start in that position, and then we move to the left 2 times and to the right twice, okay? So we go 1, 2. That's it. That's it. Move. That's it. Move your hip. Come on. That's it. With your arms now. That's it. Okay. Now the second one we're gonna do, we're gonna ball change with our feet, okay? And our arms are gonna go in that position. All right? Both sides. So we start now. That's it. Come on. Stretch both your arms and your legs, okay? That's it. Okay, now the third one we're gonna do, we're gonna move, but we're gonna start in that position. And then we're gonna move the hip both to the left and to the right, okay? We start that way. That's it. That's it. Twist the body with it. And enjoy it, because it's all fun. That's it. Twist it. Okay, we do the whole thing through now. Okay. First of all, we're gonna start. That's it. That's it. Move. 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 Now the other one. Go on. That's it. Come on. Hit it. Hit it. Right. Come on. All right.
I'm retarded?
Let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Come on, shit. Let's get retarded. Come on, let's get retarded. Let's get retarded. Look. Put your hand in the air and try to break your wrist. Then across your chest and try to bite your ear. And go bang, 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 bang. Put your hand in the air and try to break your wrist. Then across your chest and try to bite your ear. And go bang, 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 bang. Get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Special ass niggas think, all my ugly ass niggas think, all my handicapped niggas think, all my special ass niggas think, all my ugly ass niggas think, all my handicapped niggas think. Put your hand in the air and try to break your wrist. Then across your chest and try to bite your ear. And go bang, 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 bang. Put your hand in the air and try to break your wrist. Then across your chest and try to bite your ear. And go bang, 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 bang. Get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded. Everybody, let's get retarded.
Hold on. Start this story again.
I'm telling you, mate. I had 3 models in the VIP section of Tiger.
Right, of course you did. What were the names?
Natalie, Rachel and Sammy, I think.
Right, of course, yeah. Carry on.
Right, so there was this bouncer.
Yeah.
And he kept bringing through.
Right.
But I know him when we was kids because I used to look out for him.
Right.
You know, like, because I did karate, which, as you know, I've got 12 years experience of.
Of course, yeah.
And back in the day, he weren't the tank he used to be.
Okay.
I actually trained him to be a black belt.
Right, of course you did. What belt are you again?
I've actually a 10th dan, which basically means, as you know, I can't go any higher.
Right, yeah.
So anyway, I'm sat there with these 3 beautiful models.
Yeah.
And I mean beautiful. She's like Pamela Anderson back in the day.
Yeah.
Hang on, who's Pamela Anderson?
Who's Pamela Anderson?
Yeah, like, who is she?
Oh, dear. Have you not seen Baywatch?
Ah.
I think you Google it. Google it, mate.
Honestly, Google it now. Anyway, where was I? That's it. Right, so I've got this bird on my lap. When this 6'7" geezer comes walking over to me, starts kicking off saying it's his bird.
Right.
I'm like, oi, lamppost. Don't make me cut you in half. Because as you know, I've got 12 years of karate experience.
Yeah. What colour hair did he have?
Mate, I swear to God, I'm not making this up.
Right.
Black,
right.
I think, yeah.
Right,
Anyway, this bouncer gets rid of him. And these birds do one. So me and the boys think we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
So we leave Tiger. So good, they named it twice.
Yeah, go and go, all right, geezer.
What geezer?
My little nigga, he on the road. 100,000 just to make it boom. Back in middle school, I used to play the drum. Now it's high
fiends at the door, first line. The police key the door, run for it, run.
Last night, see.
Last night?
I nearly nodded off then.
What'd you get up to last night?
I don't think this is the time and the place, Jonny.
But yeah, folks, we'd love to hear your opinions on politics.
What's up, nigga? You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch. Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
What are you talking about? What is happening to me?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now. Buff niggas. Dark niggas. Asian niggas. You wanna sell that shit?
Yes.
Just dial, nigga. I'll fuck you up.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
It's your boy, JP. Turn my bloody headphones up, I'll tell you what. They're gonna want to hear this. Like bloody hell, I'm rapping bloody well. Elliot Page is not a Mel, it's bloody pathetic. You must rescue your father from the belly of a well. It's important and not incommodious that sometimes without our children fail. Justin Trudeau and Canadian government want to go and put me in jail. Axiomatic presupposition, hell to the butchers who pet up children. What we're witnessing is hell on earth. Women don't know their own worth. Listen here, buddy, I'm not your bucko. The real world is off the cutthroat. Most importantly, be like a lobster. Never be a soy beta cuckold. These politicians are getting paid off. The fine line between order and chaos. Sometimes you must be offensive. Gen Z has imposter syndrome. Want to succeed? Clean your room. Take a shower, be well groomed. That's no joke. It's not a conundrum. Go and grab the bloody vacuum.
Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great. Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great. Hey, turn my headphones up. You're not wearing any headphones, Joe? Well, I'm not wearing any headphones, what?
Bloody gosh.
Oh, you're right. These are my earmuffs. Hey, Jordan. I mean Gordon Peterson. I grew up with a guy named Gordon. Gordy. We used to call him Gordy. We would catch lobsters in his dad in Maine. We would go up to Maine in summer and his dad had a lobster boat. And then we would eat at the Red Lobster afterwards. And my Corvette, the red Corvette, I would call the Lobstermobile. Being Gordy and his dad in the Lobstermobile. Make sure you clean your room. Hunter's room's always clean.
Joe, that's funny enough, Joe. All right, we understand. I think we get it, Joe. That's quite enough. Bloody gosh. All right, Trump, give us the hook again.
Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great. Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great.
So, and that's
Right, Dave.
yeah, well.
Right. Yeah. Look about now. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Really understand this about life. This is life gonna start. This is where life is gonna live in. Gonna start to see the sky, gonna stay in. Gonna see the sky, the stick and nothing staying in. Gonna get the guy spinning. I run the car spinning. I run the thing, I run the thing in. Really good. This is not gonna this is life. And this is why it's gonna this is work. And I'm gonna make this work. And it's gonna sit there, gonna in the net, and I will be a cat. I'm in the front.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Recently, some students messaged me and asked me if I had any wheelchair defense technique. Someone in a wheelchair can absolutely be a criminal. There's no rule that says someone in a wheelchair can't be a terrorist. He could have a gun or a knife or a bomb on him. He could be breaking into my house to assault me or my family, or maybe he's just looking for a can of WD-40. But the point is, he's broken the law, he's posed a threat to me, so I need to analyze him, figure out how do I defend myself against a destructive disabled. Okay? First thing that he has an advantage of is he is at striking distance with my groin. All the strikes he throws straight, gonna go right to my groin. Gotta watch out for that. Secondly, he can use his body as a weapon. He can throw his limbs at me, and even if I catch one, if I strike it, he's not gonna feel it, okay? So I have no advantage there. So fake high. Then I'm gonna reach down, put the brakes on this criminal, literally decrease his mobility so that I can spin out of striking distance and stun him with a dragon punch to the back of the head. Okay? Now I'm going to use a move designed by the famous dancer Frank Shapiro. It is called a pirouette. I can spin without losing my balance and getting in perfect position to get rid of this wheelchair wacko, take him right out of circulation with a step through side kick like so.
Here's Jonny.
It'd help if I added myself to the screen, wouldn't it? Hello, everyone. Good morning. Sunday morning. Beautiful day. How you all been? No, there's a few people in the chat. I got a mate with me tonight. He's just popped in the green room. I got some good videos for you all tonight. Got some good freaks. Yeah, he's my old mate, the General.
What's
How
up,
you doing, mate?
How you doing, Johnny? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I watched your show earlier.
Thank
It
you.
was good.
Thank you. I was doing my best there, man. You know.
Yeah, it'll take off, mate. It's because people are used to it on a Sunday now, so they're getting they got lots to compete with on a Saturday.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I mean, I should have known Ethan was streaming, but I did not. They say Yellow Flash is streaming.
Yeah, he pulls out a fucking. I don't even know who that is.
That's for the best, my guy. He's it doesn't matter. He's really the kind of guy who started all this trash cast shit. So if we have anybody to blame for Ethan streaming on Saturday, it's probably Yellow Flash.
Do you like martial arts movies, Pat?
You know, I haven't watched as many of them as I should. I like martial arts a lot. I do it myself. I do Muay Thai, but like the older movies, I haven't really watched a lot of those. I've watched mostly like, you know, gunplay movies, you know, like the Expendables, that kind of thing. You there, Johnny?
Oh, you cut out.
Oh no.
Went a bit funny then. Yeah, I'm here, mate. It just went a bit odd. I think the internet went weird.
Yeah, dude, I gotta do a good direct connection because my internet is really, really shitty, and I experienced that on my stream too. So, yeah. So I was saying, I haven't watched a lot of them. I like martial arts a lot. I do Muay Thai, but like, I have not watched as many of these martial arts movies as I should have. So I'm excited.
There's some brilliant ones. I've got some clips. Me and Bjorn were watching one today. Some
You little son of a bitch.
I had to use. Hello, you still there, Pat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I think my internet's a bit slow. I had to use another computer because my other computer blew up.
Oh no!
So this one is a bit slow, I think.
Gotcha, man.
It's not playing as well as it should. Yeah, that's coming out shit.
Yeah, Mr. Self-Destruct says, "What's it? What do you think? What do you think,
Yeah,
Mr.
the video's
Self-Destruct
coming out
actually
really
is?
shit.
You think he's British or you think he's American? I forgot what you said, Mr. Self-Destruct. I'm sorry.
I reckon he's British because he uses the word lad a lot.
Does it? Yeah. You're right. Now
think
that you
he's
say that. So let's see here.
It is lagging.
You're steady lagging, Johnny. That's my Mr. Self-Destruct voice right now.
It's a piss take. This computer's shit. It's going really slow. My other computer was much better.
Well, here, do you want me to? I can share a fellow Brits thing here if you want me to take up some time while you're figuring shit out.
He's all right, mate. I've got some really good videos to show, but I don't know if they're going to come out because they're really slow for some reason. Let's have a look. Let's try it again.
If you want, I shared that with you so you can.
Fucking hell.
Mr. Self-Destruct says, Texas came of internet age around a group of Brits. Adopted plenty of bloody turns of phrase, oi. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, never mind.
Sorry, mate. It's all going weird.
You're good. You're good, man. I'm having a good night, dog. So I'm just.
I love your voice. Have you ever seen this guy before?
No.
His name's Jake Ricks. He's
my friends. Every spoke to online. I dropped them all, got rid of them, lost contact with.
He's like England's version of He's like a little wannabe Andrew Tate. He's funny.
About a year ago, I dropped all of my friends. Everyone I spoke to online, I dropped them all, got rid of them, lost contact with every single one. And I became a loner, essentially, a lone wolf, because I realized that I had completely different goals, completely different priorities to what they had. And if you're not sure, then you need to ask your friends what their goals are, what they want to be, what they want to do. If they don't want the same as what you want, then you need to drop them. You need to get rid of them, or they're going to destroy your life and they're going to kill you. And as you drop them and you draw yourself away from them, you're going to feel extremely uncomfortable, and they're probably going to make you feel extremely uncomfortable, as is every other person around you, every other person near you. They're all going to make you feel extremely uncomfortable, because there's a standard set within your community, within your group of friends. There's a certain standard set where if you go over this standard, they want to bring you back in, that you do the daily actions, you do the stuff you need to do to meet this standard, to be a part of this community, to be accepted into this community, and you make sure that you don't go too far ahead, so that you stay a part of this community. And when you look at your friends take every single day and what they're doing and what they want, and compare it to your goals and your desires and what you want, and if they're not the same, you need to get rid of them, because all they're going to do is distract you. And once you get rid of them, you'll become a loner, you'll become alone.
Hearing that, Pat?
I'm hearing it, but it's it comes in and out. You know what I mean? He'll be like this. Once you get rid of them, you'll be.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to sort this out for the next show. This is too slow for my liking.
Bro, MI6 is trying to keep you down. That's what's happening here.
Probably, mate. They closed down my old YouTube.
They like shuttered it? They actually closed it down?
Yeah, well, I got locked out of it and it wouldn't tell me why. And I noticed every time I was going on there, I was losing views off the videos. Every day. It went up. I had some videos that gone up to like 1,000 views, and then they went back down to like 200. Don't know how that works out.
Yeah, that's not how views work. Huh.
Oh. Now, I even messaged YouTube about it, and they just denied it.
Well, they gotta play ball with their friends. You know what I'm saying?
Oh fucking hell!
I love you Brits who stream late at night. At least it's late at night to me, but there's them birds chirping in the background because it's like early morning for you guys. I love it.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. here.
So why are you up so early? Like, are there
Mad.
Are there people who will get up this early in Britain? Is that how you guys work? You guys just wake up at 4 a.m?
I guess some people don't even sleep. But yeah, I try to do it for 7 a.m. normally. It's just oh fuck. I wanted to come on a bit earlier tonight because I don't normally get Saturday nights. I'm trying to get a video up for you, but it's just lagging like fuck. It's really annoying.
Chat, do you guys hear Jonny lagging? Do you hear me lagging? Like, do you guys hear any of that stuff, or is it just me?
I've got a feeling it's my computer, to be honest.
What, you got a 2009 Toshiba?
No, it's a Fujitsu. It is old though.
Smithy boy in the smackhead too.
Getting arrested for stealing the bottle of pop. Sick man, cause I'm just like what? Smoking that shit in the fridge at 6 o'clock, cause you know I'm sparking off a spliff, man, like Shaggy and Scooby. Where the
This is Smithy boy in the crew.
that's it, man, cause you don't even know.
Some of the best rappers in England.
Look at that fucker in the background.
It's like I come alive with the bullets that cut me vibe. I don't give a fuck when I come alive. People have vibe, but I step on your head like 5 boys rolling for the.
It's a gang of little kids, and they got like a local crackhead to rap with them.
He looks smart too.
The little dog hounds, I swear down, they'll be earning like £50, man, 50 cents, man, 50 pence.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Smithy boy in
got
the
some bangers
smackhead.
like that over here.
Yeah.
Do you get little? Do you get? Do you get that in America? Do you get like little kids trying to rap, make rap videos?
I mean, I'm sure there are, but I don't like. You know, I try to avoid. I don't watch Instagram or Facebook or all that stuff. I just kind of, you know, I'm pretty much only on Twitter these days. So I don't see any of that stuff. But I'm sure, like on TikTok, I'm sure there's a million of them trying to do that shit. But that was like, it's funny to me because it's some little British kid with a British accent and some rando crackhead behind him. Oh my god, that guy's eyes, like the holes around his eyes, were redder than the devil's dick. No, no.
I'm going to show you this legend now, Pat. You know, like in America, you got Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
We got Kung Fu Kev.
Let's go.
Hang on, it's lagging a little bit. Oh, you little fucker.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of mean, but I don't think that was called for.
Yeah, I apologise, chat. Anyone watching, if there is anyone left watching, I apologise. It's pretty shit, my connection.
Oh, Johnny, you got to get this figured out, my
I'm
guy.
gonna really have to sort out.
Yeah.
Do I keep cutting out?
Yeah, I mean, like maybe it's. I asked the chat if they could hear it too, but for just me, I can. Like you cut in and out, and sometimes it's like.
And obviously you get some clown or some fool come up to me causing problems again, and that's just do. Okay, so I'm going to put it down. Okay, so I'm chewing my gum, and I'm chewing my gum, and I get obviously that person start doing this to me again as usual. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll be like, "Not, ma'am, I don't know trouble. Okay, back off, leave me alone. All right, just chew my gum. All right, and if you won't listen to reason, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to spit this gum at his chest, like that, his chest, okay? And then he's going to look down like that. And as soon as he looks down, this is where a strike comes in, okay? So I'm going to throw that snap uppercut and go boom like that.
Yeah.
Okay, snap that uppercut. That's the first thing I'm going to do. That'll most likely knock him back. Okay, if he goes backwards, I'm gonna follow him like that, and I'm gonna do something now what you're not seeing yet. You know, like the forearm. But I'm gonna do that. I got power shot. So I'm gonna go forward to him if he goes backwards a bit, and this I'm gonna do this and go boom like that. Okay, I'm gonna overhand forearm shot him right across the side of the head. I'm going to go, boom, like that, okay? So I'm going to smash him like that, okay? That forearm. Like an overhand punch, but it's an overhand forearm shot. So it's...
Would you be bothered of him in
Wait
a
a
fight,
minute.
Pat?
Okay, I mean, if he's underneath the clothes, if he looks like what he looks like, no, probably not. And also, I'm questioning what he means when he says an overhand forearm. Are you trying to break your forearm? Like, just throw an overhand. An overhand would be way more effective. Like an overhand when you get the
He
fist.
invented the side hammer.
The side hammer. Okay. Well, I mean, does he condition his forearm? If you don't condition your bones, like that's the thing though. If you don't condition your bones and you're hitting somebody whose bones are harder than yours, like when I fight my trainers, like they've been doing it for 20 years. So like their bones are made of iron and their skin is made of wood. So like if I kick my trainer as hard as I can, it's going to hurt me way more than it hurts him because his body's just conditioned to do that. And you know, arthritis and shit comes along with that. But like at the same time, like why would you hit somebody with something that like, okay, he says his overhand forearm. What you should do is just knee the fucker. Just you're already throwing an overhand. You might as well throw an actual overhand and then come in with at that point it would be a rear knee. Yeah, you could just come in with a rear knee. You're already got the momentum. Give the guy a nice one to the gut. Bing bang boom. Fight's over.
Boom! Like that, okay? So bit to the parts of that forearm right across the side of his head. That most likely will finish it, okay? It'll probably knock him back like that. It'll probably knock him back. And if he's still standing, which I'm very, very much doubt he probably will, okay? If he's still standing, then I can do anything I want to him. I can use my legs. I can use my legs to hit him with. I can use my boxing. I can use my strikes to finish him off. I can clinch him. I can take him from the back and pull him down to the ground. I can run away. I can walk away, run away, whatever I want to do. Okay. So this about the chewing gum. I've never ever seen anybody do this. Okay, out there. All right. So you're chewing gum. All right. So I'll show you a bit closer.
All right.
You can see it more better. Okay.
Okay.
That'll work in any fight.
You're chewing gum. Okay. And you got that guy starting at you. I'm like, defensive position. Like, oh man, sorry. With this. I'm like, Sorry, man. I don't want no trouble. Okay.
It's in and out, Johnny.
And go boom like that. Okay, that's an overhand forearm shot. I'll slow it down. So I'm going to go here, over like that, and smash.
Break your fucking arm against
side of his face.
his
Okay?
skull.
Okay, like I say, most that'll finish him. So,
Right. Mr. Self-Destruct says Johnny's computer is made of twigs and cardboard.
if he stands there, or we go.
You're muted, Johnny. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Scab Cast number 7, I believe it is. Yes, it's 7. It says it up the top there.
Yeah.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this. Yeah, it's okay. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this with everybody that you know. If you have like an ex-girlfriend that you want to be annoyed, share this first 30 minutes with her. She's gonna be annoyed.
Yeah. I'll even do some custom messages for you.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll send a message to your ex.
Johnny, once you get monetized, you should 100% do that. You should be like, send me super chats of over $20 and I'll record a message for me to send to your ex. That'd be amazing.
I'd just do it for fun anyway. It'd be funny, I reckon.
Oh, 100%. A strange sighting.
New
Hill
at 10,
Country
a
Village.
strange
Baffled.
sighting is baffling Hill Country Village residents tonight. This creature was caught on camera at a North Side neighborhood. The property owner took to social media asking, "What is it?" Her post has blown up as many give it a wild guess. As Ken's 5 reporter Hannah Tita tells us, the photos are even stumping experts.
What do you think this animal is? No one quite knows what to make of it.
Large animal, kind of looks like a wolf, but not like a neighborhood dog.
I would say some kind of cat, like a bobcat, mountain lion.
It looks like some kind of like mangy coyote.
Last night, a bizarre creature made a visit to Tina Kaling's backyard.
I was inside and I looked out into the yard and I looked right here and I saw this animal. I thought, wow, what is that?
So she snapped a picture.
And I saw him walking around this tree. And
whatever it is, it has a sweet tooth.
These are the fruits and they drop on the ground.
Tina was able to get just one more photo before the animal disappeared into a shrub. She turned to her neighbors for help.
It's gotten a lot of posts on next door.
In 24 hours, more than 100 people weighed in.
Chupacabra. Some people think it's like a cross between a coyote and a dog.
According to local legend, an old mountain lion roams Hill Country Village, but no one has been able to get a picture of it, according to city officials. The city manager told us they are on the case, trying to get to the bottom of this somewhat mangy resident.
I would love for someone to help me identify, but I just don't have great photos.
Huh.
The
Well,
city of
first of all,
what do you reckon that is then, Pat?
the first photo looks different from the second photo. Like the legs look entirely different. The legs in the first photo look like some type of like prey creature. Like it looks like a gazelle or a deer or something. But the legs in the second video look distinctly, in my opinion, feline. So it's like it looks like I would go with mountain lion from the second picture, 100%. Mountain lion with some kind of long ears, kind of looks like a lynx if you kind of looks like a lynx if you know what those are. And but the first picture is weird. The legs look funny in there. They're like antelopes or something.
Yeah, they did look different, didn't they? I reckon. It's like maybe they've been doctored.
Yeah. Yeah. Because everything else about the creature looks like a big cat, except for the legs in that first picture. So maybe it's just a, hey, well, the real question is, what state was this released in, and was there some kind of political thing going on at the time? Because if that's the case, then it's just some kind of distraction news story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what usually happens. Usually around the times of elections.
Oh yeah. So what do you wager the election distraction is going to be this time in America, Johnny? You think it's going to be like UFOs, demons? Let's go between UFOs, demons, and let's say Russia.
Well, they tried getting Trump in trouble, didn't they? That was kind of the distraction, I reckon. Trying to make him out to be a criminal.
Bro, they still got 6 more months. They got all kinds of time for more distractions.
I hope he... I reckon Trump will come back. I want him to come back with vengeance. Start fucking shit up. Have you ever heard of Little T?
No. Let's go.
Oh, Little T, yeah, he's one of and I don't mean the Shane Davis character, Little T.
Right.
This is a British grime rapper.
Grime rapper? Is that what you said?
He's one of my new favorites.
Sophie, yes, we know who you are. Sophie, yeah, you're really not hard. Sophie, yeah, you're gonna get hard.
This is like a diss track.
Okay.
Sophie, we know who you are. You're that girl, your makeup, look at your clothes. By the way that you got a big nose. In your profile picture, what the fuck's that pose? When I see your brother, he better get on toes. Con, I'm gonna give him some sick blows right to the nose. Yes, Sophie, we know who you are. Sophie, yeah, you're gonna get hard. Sophie, yes, we know who you are. Why is this girl, yeah,
We had this whole
speak?
phenomenon about 5-6 years ago over here of all these little kids coming online through this thing called BG. You can look it up. It was called BG Media, and it was some like paedophile producer that's bringing up all these little kids trying to get them to rap.
Of course. Mr. Self-Destruct says high energy chaps.
Yeah. Sorry to the chat about my slow computer tonight. It's fucking shit.
Oh my god, these fucking kids. Look, as an American,
BG Media run that shit. Lyrically spun that shit. I bet you got hair under your armpits. Look, yes, you're not the boys. Finish with Cali man, play with your toys. Yes, starving Marvin, that's what you are. Come round here, get with the A-card. Link me now, link me later. All that. Money better get.
oh my god, dude, like, is this paused? Dude, Johnny, you're still frozen for me. I can't see anything. There you are. You're kind of back. You moved. You shaked your head. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Scab Cast number 7. If you can't hear Johnny, I hope you can hear me. My name is Patrick Quinlan. I happen to be one of Johnny's internet friends, and so I'm here. I'm supporting him on Scab Cast number 7. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen, is the number of perfection. So it would be perfect if you were to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and also to share the stream with everybody you know. But particularly girls that have slighted you. If you're upset with a girl at the moment, and she's kind of crossed you in some way, what you need to do is you need to send this stream to her, because what she'll do is she'll attempt to watch it to see what the point is you were trying to make. And all she'll come across is just constant interruptions with the internet causing problems, and half spoken conversations cut betwixt the struggle of the internet. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Can you guys hear me? So, Mr. Self-Destruct, Enrique Cabrera, can you guys hear me? There you are. There you are, Johnny. You're back.
Yeah, I've been trying to sort my computer out, but I think it's shit. I can't do anything about it.
You're good, dog. I've been running interference. I've been getting people to subscribe. Everybody's been liking it, liking the video, subscribing, sharing it with everybody. You just need a hype man like me. You know what I mean?
You're a good wingman.
Hey, do you mind if I show another Brits comic book campaign?
Yeah, go for it. Here you go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Super Dead
Is that
number
it?
2. Yeah. This is by Mandy Summers, written by Mandy Summers, and drawn by the amazing Peter Gilmore. Let's take a look at the trailer.
So tell all your friends, this is the end of everything. Too late to repent. We'll pay the blood of the dead. We will sanctify, purify, rejoice in their sorrow and sing. Hell next gen, could not carry anymore. So tell all your friends, this is the end of everything. Too late to repent. The wicked will reap what they sow. We will sanctify, purify, rejoice in their sorrow and sing. Oh, hell next gen, could not carry anymore. Somebody call me.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you like horror and you like superheroes, you should check this book out. You'll really like it. This is a beautiful cover by Dale Keown. If you ever heard of him, he's a brilliant comic book artist. And so is Peter Gilmore, who has also 2 other covers. And I, at this moment, realized... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I really like that advert, but the song really does my head in a bit. I'm not into emo music.
No?
It's a
Oh,
bit
interesting.
depressing.
Interesting. So you draw the line at punk?
No, I like all sorts of music, just not shit ones, not shit genres. I don't like emo. I like some skate punk, I guess. Just not the really like happy stuff. Bit gay.
Here's the question. How do you feel about My Chemical Romance?
I've heard of them, but I've never listened to them.
How do you feel about Blink-182?
I liked Blink-182 back in the old days. I used to like their attitude. I liked that they didn't really give a fuck. Tom DeLonge, probably my favourite.
Mm-hmm.
I backed his campaign to the stars. You ever heard of that?
Was that for a different band?
No, he's building a spaceship.
Oh,
Tom DeLonge started his own space research company called To the Stars, and he's got ex-government people from the Pentagon helping him. They're designing a spacecraft that'll take people off of the Earth.
Oh no, Johnny, you paid money for that?
Yeah.
No, Johnny, wait.
I'm one of his top investors.
Johnny, you haven't realized yet that the whole space thing is all fake and that it's all actually like demons? You don't.
I don't know about that one. I think I know what you're saying. It's all sort of mixed in, really. But I do believe that space exists.
No, dude, I believe space exists. I'm just fucking around with you. But that's interesting. Do you like Avenged Sevenfold or Bullet for My Valentine? No?
Nah, none of them. I'm very out of touch with modern music, really. Anything after like 2005, that's sort of that was when I finished listening to music. Anything after that.
Hey, I want to ask you, do you know about Living Colour, the band Living Colour?
I've heard of them again. Never listened to them.
That's like an old band, well, old for me. It's from the 80s, early 90s. And I heard about them. And then because Neon Thunderbird, if you've ever heard of him, he's been around on the internet.
I saw him on your show, I think. Was he on your show?
He was. And dude, it's kind of weird. Like, was it last night? He's gone now from Twitter. And it's like he just disappeared.
He probably had his account shut down, I expect.
Maybe. I mean, he does say things that are like certainly like not, kosher things to say. Whoops, I said the wrong word. I mean, things that people would not want to hear who are anti-conspiratorial. Anyway, yeah, he just disappeared over the night, and I was like, what the fuck happened to him? And it's weird because I don't know how else to because I was going to have him on my show and all that. I didn't know how else to contact him. So, but he's gone now. So it's like, what the fuck? I even played one of his songs in my intro.
Have you tried looking on Facebook? You might have a Facebook page.
It's a good idea. I've been off Facebook since 2015, but I could, yeah, it's a good idea. I should look.
A lot of artists have got
says, I think Neon Rage quit because of someone in the chat on BTM's show. I did know that there was some stuff going on with BTM reviews, but I don't know the specifics of any of the situation. You know what I mean? Like, I like Neon a lot, and I don't, so it's kind of a weird situation where like, he's just gone and I don't have any way to contact him and talk to him about what occurred. Oh, these kinds of things bother me, Johnny. When I don't know like specific details of dramatic situations occurring, it bothers me a lot because I just like to know the truth so that I can make a correct decision based off of it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
BTM was surprised to use his mistress. That's not quite the way that I heard Neon phrase it. The way Neon phrased it was that BTM, that it was like conflict between the two of them. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any details. I don't know anything about it. I tried to watch some BTM videos the other night to try to figure out what the fuck was going on. Couldn't figure it out. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm taking over your show here. Go ahead.
It's all right, mate. I'm interested. He's another legend.
If you don't know me, I'm M to the B. Coming in hard, you better watch it. Sophie, you think you're the only girl doing grime. M to the B, say step in line. Coming in hard with my bars. Sophie Ashman is about to get bored. Read your bars off your iPhone 4. I don't do that shit, I do it hardcore. Got met by little T. Now you're getting hurt by me. You shag bear lad, you're a little scat. Have you heard your bars? They're fucking pep, yeah, that's what they are. Now listen carefully to my sick bars. They scream my name like yo. Sophie, yeah, you're a little whore. Looking at the face, what the fuck you contour? Do you want me to lend you a blender? I'm being serious, I'm not trying to offend you. Sophie, yeah, you should stick to singing, cause when you spit, my ears are ringing. How can you shag bear lads? It's your fanny not singing, so at your man's scowl's brow. M to the B is coming at you with a round. You're an overturn lads can. You know that cause you're a fucking tramp. Repping around in your shit clothes like Josh said, what the fuck's that pose? Saying shit about people's moves, that's tight. Sophie asked me, do you want your fat? Bet your blowies are fucking shat, that's what I said. All the boys say you give shit head, that's what I said, so what you gonna do? All the things you spit about are even true. Sophie asked me, little rat, I bet you riddled and props got the clap. So yeah, you can't hurt me, you're like I'm riddled with STDs. Fuck that shit, come be yours being you. You're an animal, you belong in the zoo. I'm sending for you, so what you gonna do? You bounce on next man's dick like a kangaroo, So, where do we go from here? If I send back out, I'll throw you off the pier. I'm sending for you with no fear, so come on, so what the best you can give. Your bars are shit, so you may as well quit, cause your bars are shit, your bars are fake, and my bars are real. Is it true you got bummed on a field? You think you're a chap with your string jacket? Turns out we has been off, what a fucking racket. We all know the best MC, it's M to the B, 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 bang.
I'd love to see some of these rappers go up against Americans.
Dude. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. As an American, like, I look at rap as a distinctly American thing. And I look at like white guys who do it as like it's kind of funny. It's kind of it's a little like, okay, so this white American dude is doing it. Okay, we'll see if this works. I don't really like rap in general, but like sometimes white guys can pull it off. But when it goes to like pre-adolescent British people, it's so funny hearing them rap. Their accents with everything. It's so, I know you don't see it as an accent. Like to you, it's just regular. To me, it's like this hilarious, like little kid with a British accent rapping. Like I can't. I'm trying to be mean. I just can't take it serious.
Yeah, I totally understand. Even I can't. Non-British.
But she's good. I mean, like the thing, like as far as rapping goes,
Yeah, good's a strong word.
She's got flow.
Capable.
Okay, she's got the cadence. She's got the staccato. That's not the word. She's got the rhythm. So Mr. Sark says. He's not Mr. Sark, just Sark says, BTM is all right. He's a bit opinionated about stuff he doesn't know about, in my opinion, but welcome to YouTube. Nothing's new. That is YouTube. Yep. The best thing about like being me is that I don't really give a fuck what anybody says, because the way I look at it is like this. Like, I know that I'm honest and I'm pure of heart, and I don't really give a shit about anything else. Like I know what I'm about. I know I'm about the destruction of Marxism and the pursuit of the kingdom of God on this planet, as far as that goes, whatever the fuck that means. So like that's it for me. This whole like, I don't know. It's just everybody needs to be, I think, a little bit more humble and realize they know a lot of things about what they do know about, but you don't know a lot of things about the things you don't know about. And that's why you got to sit there sometimes and just listen to other people and hear what they have to say, and you'll learn something, and then you can make an educated opinion on what they have to say. So like Islam, for instance, I know you guys over there are having a big issue. I'm not diminishing that in any way. I'm just saying, like, I thought a lot of things about Islam that were indoctrinated into me by my culture, and then I decided to talk to an actual Muslim. And then I realized I agreed with a lot of the things they said, and I disagreed with a lot of the other things they said even more strongly than I had previously disagreed with them. But it's all about talking and learning. You know what I mean? And just taking that time to learn something new and to hear something you maybe don't want to hear, because sometimes it actually helps you.
Do you go to church a lot then, Pat? Do you actually visit church, or are you just like a mellow Christian?
Oh no, I go every Sunday is like expected of me. Do I go every Sunday? not necessarily. And that's, to be honest with you, why one of the reasons I switched Comicsgate Commandos to Saturday, because look, if it's a night off and I get to drink that night, I'm gonna drink. I'm Irish. I'm gonna drink, and if I drink, I'm gonna be a certain way in the morning, and so that prevents me from going to mass in the morning. So then I want to go in the afternoon. But then we got Comicsgate Commandos. Long story short, it's important enough to me that I moved Comicsgate Commandos from Sunday to Saturday so that I could actually always go to church, always go to, as I call it, mass, every Sunday, because I do believe that rituals are actually very, very, very important. People think that they don't really nowadays, science and all this stuff and all this rationalism and logic that really actually isn't that. But it, parades itself as that. And you were, you heard us on Comicsgate Commandos. We were talking about some of that stuff, but it's like, long story short, I want to go to mass. I want to make that a priority in my life. It's been, I've for a long time I didn't, and now I'm going back. And so I think that religion is an important part of each country, even your country that oppressed my country and taxed us to death. I still think you're
still Christian.
Yeah, and Anglicanism, Anglicism. How do you say that? Even though it's pretty much based upon the idea of your one of your kings trying to get laid a bunch of times.
Yeah. King James.
Yeah, it's still Christian to a degree, and so but when you sacrifice the religion of your country that it has always had, and you switch it with something else, then you lose all the values and morals that your country had and the reasons that you had laws to begin with. So it's like we were talking kind of about this on Comicsgate Commandos. Your country, was Christian, I say past tense, just as mine
it was pagan originally.
Well, sure. But then all the pagans were converted to Christianity because it's a superior religion and it actually provides an actual, you're like, oh, some people are like, it's not a superior religion, but look at what happened. England was pagan and then they became Christian. And then England led the charge towards civilization for the rest of the fucking world. You know what I mean? America can talk all it wants about how it's the world superpower now, even though Russia and China are kind of coming up on it, if not have surpassed it. But it all comes down to England doing that first, and England being a Christian country. And Christianity was the thing that led England to allow, out of nicety, out of the Christian, love for your fellow neighbor, to allow all these other people into their country. And now their country is being taken over by other people who don't give a fuck about your religion or your country's culture or history. They don't give a shit about that. They like their culture and their history. And so that's what,
There's certain religions agree with certain things, don't they? Like you got Catholics, Protestants, Jews. It's all Judeo-Christian. Like they got the same principles in most of their teachings. But then you get religions like Islam and stuff, just sort of goes fucks everything up.
Yeah, I would say this is something people probably would be mad at me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I've always just been straight up honest. I don't really consider the term Judeo-Christian to be to me it's an oxymoron, because the way I look at it is Christianity is there was a guy called Jesus Christ, and we believe as Christians, if you're a Christian, this is what you believe, that he was God himself who incarnated as a human being and was the Messiah. He was the Messiah, and that's that. Now, Judaism doesn't look at it that way. They look at it as he's burning in boiling shit in hell right now for even claiming that he was the Son of God. So it's for me, it's I don't really consider you my ally when you look at my religion as pure unadulterated heresy. So, I don't, it's the same way. I don't look at the Muslims as are they my ally? They don't believe that Jesus Christ was the Messiah and Christianity is real. Neither do Jews. So I really they're just totally separate. I mean, Christianity has the Old Testament to back it up from Judaism. But other than that, there was a point at which the Jewish people were like told, hey man, here's the Messiah. You want him or you don't want him? And they were like, nah. So, you get what you ask for, is the way I look at it, kind of. I know it's kind of maybe hurts.
He's
some
still
people's
kind
feelings,
of, even though the Jews and the Muslims don't see him as the Messiah, I think he's still in their religious books. I think he might be one of their prophets at least.
Well, that's the thing, that's the weird thing about it. We say Judeo-Christian, and we've all been told our whole lives Judeo-Christian. But if you look at the way, if you look at the way Orthodox Jews look at Jesus, he is burning in hell in boiling shit right now, because that's the way they think about him. But if you look at the Muslim interpretation of it, they think that he was a really holy man and that he's in heaven right now with Allah. So it's like, it gets really awkward. It's like, well, when you tell me what you actually believe about the things that I believe, like who am I? But then again, at the same time, Muhammad was a pedophile rapist. So, I'm not on your side and I'm not on your side. It's a different religion. I'm on a different side. That's all it is, And I just, the whole Judeo-Christian thing has become sour in my mouth. We are the fulfillment of the law. Christianity is the fulfillment of the law. Jesus Christ was the fulfillment of the law. So I don't look at those other two religions as like equal to or comparable to Christianity. The only one I look at as comparable is like Zoroastrianism. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I could go. Literally, Johnny, you don't want me to get into a religious conversation. This is the subject that I could talk about for 5 hours, and I would annoy the fuck out of you.
What's your opinion on Scientology?
Scientology is like, it's hilarious to me. It's a religion founded by a dude who was a science fiction writer. It's at that point where you go like it's like, okay, if a religion was founded by a dude who's like an archaeologist, he's like, oh, I dug up all these bones. This is my new religion, yada yada. Okay, at least he's like an archaeologist. This guy was a science fiction writer, and he created all this shit about Scientology. And then you hear, like, you talk to people. Have you ever talked to somebody who's a Scientologist?
Not personally. No, I've watched documentaries about them.
Dude, it's fascinating. I worked at Schnucks, which nobody outside of the Midwest of the United States will know about. It's a grocery store chain. And this guy was a Scientologist. And the way he, like, it was very blatantly like a cult. And I was like 16 when he was talking to me about this. And I was like, dude, you might be in a cult. And he's like, what are you talking about? You're a Catholic. You're in a cult. And I'm like, okay, dude. Like, if I give $0 to the Catholic Church my whole life, there's nobody going to be knocking on my door saying, hey, dog, you haven't given any money to the Catholic Church. Like, they'll never even know. I could just roll up to a church, be there, worship my God, and leave, and nobody would fucking know. Which is actually
to be
the way I do it.
Classed as a cult, you got to be sort of little, ain't you? Like, Catholicism's got millions of people that follow it, so it's not really a cult, is it? A cult is something that's little that not many people follow.
Yeah, I think that I think that a personal, like, a definition of a cult would be that it's not real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't prove, like, at the moment anyway. I'm just going to say, at the moment, you can't prove that Islam, Judaism, or Christianity are not real. In fact, I think you can actually kind of use evidence to prove that God is real in general and kind of provide evidence for all three of those religions. But there's a lot of cults that, like, all of it is so blatantly fucking false that you, like, you have to take reality and put it in a box and not pay attention to it to be involved in it. And I think that's why people call, like, the woke cult, like the LGBTQ cult, or the COVID cult. That's what they call that. Like, did you ever heard of the term, what is it? Branch Covidians? Did you ever hear of that?
No. What does that mean?
So it's like it stems from, and see now I'm like 8 beers deep now, so I'm trying to. There was it's a one cult that they called themselves Branch something or other. I'm gonna have to look it up later. But so it was a play on words. Branch Covidians, Covidian being the COVID, the whole idea of getting the vaccine, taking all the boosters, doing everything you're told, wearing the mask, all that. Leave David out of this. This sucks. All of that stuff. So it's like a cult because people tell you things like, oh, the vaccine isn't a vaccine, or it isn't actually good for you, or it was made like the COVID virus was made in a lab in China with the help of the CDC. All these things are fake. Like they're completely untrue to the Branch Covidian. The Branch Covidian believes everything he's told by the federal government at any moment, at any time. So if he says you need your 8th booster right now, the Branch Covidian takes his 8th booster because he's in the cult. He believes that everything told to him by the state, by the science, the scientism that runs the state is true. And unfortunately, that's not how human understanding works. So
yeah. You're going to get a lot of people like that that are just brainwashed. They just do whatever the government tell them because it makes them feel safe.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that fascinating? That's all it takes to get people to do what you want. Isn't that fascinating? Like kings and emperors spent thousands of years of human history using force to force people to do what they wanted. But now all they have to do is say to you, they use force, but they use it secretively, and they use different methods to make sure you don't know it's them using the force. And then they say, don't you think you would be safer if you just gave us this power? Like, just give us this power. We'll take care of you. You'll be safe. You'll be comfortable. You'll be pleasured. And that's all it takes for people to just be like, you know what? Sounds good. I'm going to give you all my freedoms. Dude.
Have you heard much about what's going on with P. Diddy lately?
So I know I watched the Cat Williams interview on whose channel was that? The old football player.
David Icke.
No. His name is You don't know about this? The Cat Williams interview that just happened like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, maybe. It was on I forgot what the channel's name is, but he went hard in the paint and he told everybody about how P. Diddy was essentially what people are claiming P. Diddy is right now. And that's what kind of sparked all this shit that's going down right now.
Right.
I look at this as a distraction. This is a classic distraction. They say, oh no, people are getting far too close to the truth and people are far too upset about the fact that we haven't released anything about the Jeffrey Epstein list. Isn't that hilarious? The United States federal government has the list to all of the fucking pedophiles who visited Jeffrey Epstein's island. They have the list, and yet they do nothing about it, and they refuse to release the list. Is that great? Is there any greater evidence for people out there that the FBI, at the very least, although I also think the CIA, is woefully corrupt and needs to be abolished immediately, and everybody involved in that needs to be held, put them on the fucking firing wall, as far as I'm concerned. The moment you get involved with children, it's over for me. Like, you're done. You're not a human anymore. You fuck around with children, or you defend people fucking around with children, you are not a human. You're a fucking subhuman, and you deserve to be put on the wall. And, you can take that as you want, but, that's what's going on in the United States right now, is they literally have the list to all of the people who are pedophiles in governments across the world, and they refuse to release it because they're controlled by those same pedophiles. So, P. Diddy is just a fucking, he's like a fish you throw to the seals to get them distracted. That's all that he is. He's nothing else than that. He's fucking small. You know what I mean? Sorry, I got very emotional there, folks.
Yeah.
I just when you bring children into it, that's it for me. Like, I want your head after that. That's it. Like, you don't fuck with kids. Seeing good in Islam is the same as having sympathy for the devil, says Kamikaze. First of all, Sympathy for the Devil is an amazing song. Love that song. Guns N' Roses version is better than all the other versions. That's my opinion. I know it's probably a not popular opinion. But you see, I feel the same way about every other religion, Kamikaze. Like, I agree. I agree. But I also feel the same way about every other religion, because if it is based in untruth, and you're like, if you're a Christian and you believe that Lucifer, Satan exists, and it's based in untruth, the other religions, then naturally speaking, Satan/Lucifer is the core of that religion. And so you have to take that into account. Like, I'm not going to give one religion an out while not giving a different religion all the outs. Like, it just doesn't make any logical sense. Sorry, Johnny, if I'm capturing your stream with my religious extremist talk.
I was trying to bring up videos, but it seems like my YouTube's just gone down at the minute. It won't play anything. So it's interesting here in your chat. Have you had much experience? Do you know much about voodoo or Santeria?
No, that's a subject that I've been meaning to study. I don't know much about it at all, other than that it comes from down south. But I have to study more.
They've got a lot of Christianity, especially Catholicism, like mixed into it. I got a friend, Fred. He's from Haiti, and he practices it, and it's deeply rooted in the Catholic Church as well. It's got a lot of their beliefs mixed in, like they pray to the angels, the different angels of Catholicism.
So
it's really interesting.
So you're saying he's both a voodoo practitioner and a Catholic?
Well, voodoo, I guess so. Voodoo sort of steals bits from Catholicism, so it takes like the archangels, and that's kind of like their deities. You'll have to look it up. It's hard to explain, but there's a lot of
no.
A lot of links
You're ringing bells. I mean, the thing is that real quick, Kamikaze says the religions that won't treat me like a slave are slightly higher up for me. Well, welcome to Christianity, Kamikaze.
That's true. There ain't many religions that treat you like slaves. I'm not just picking on Islam, but they do treat women like slaves a lot of the time. And there's not many other religions that do that.
Let's be honest about it. Like, people want to deny it all they want, but slavery was a completely acceptable, completely understandable, and totally regular thing of all of civilization for 5,000 years after humankind recovered from the flood, until this one guy named Jesus Christ was born and the religion of Christianity was born. And then suddenly, 2,000 years later, half the time that humankind had spent on the planet, supposedly, since the last destruction, half that time. And suddenly now you got a bunch of Christians, predominantly from England, essentially obliterating the slave trade across the world. Like, the Arabs didn't destroy it. The Arabs continuously had slaves until the English were like, fuck that. We're going to fucking raid your fucking boats until you stop having slaves. And that was that. And then the Americans followed afterwards. So, like,
I think the Spanish were one of the worst. They had the child queen, yeah. They had a little girl. She was about 10 or 11 as their queen, and she used to hate. She used to be really big on the slave trade. They were the last ones to get rid of it, I think, the Spanish.
Mr. Self-Destruct says, as the Catholics sailed to the islands, they placed, quote unquote, placed a saint for each island and told the population that was their name for their native god. So Santeria calls on those specific saints. I'll have to look that up. I would highly doubt that Catholics would tell people about a saint and then say he is your god, because that's kind of like not the point of saints. maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying.
Yeah,
But if you go to Kamikaze says, imagine if extreme Christians and Muslims start agreeing on things. I'm becoming a sewer dweller. Well, you see, that's the problem, Kamikaze. Some of them already are. That's the problem. It's a really weird situation that we've got going on in the world right now, and it's only going to get weirder. So, you better figure out your religion now. But when you were talking about voodoo earlier, and you said that their gods were the angels, that reminds me of, if anybody in here in the chat knows about Enochian vision magic, Enochian being an adjective form of the word Enoch, as of the Book of Enoch. For those who know about what I'm talking about, the demons that exist in the world are actually, they're angels. There's angels, and there's angels that have decided that they will serve God, and they're called angels. And there's the angels that have decided non-serviam. I will not serve God. And so they are what we now call the demons. Now, there's, some crazy theories I have about who those specific people are. But the general idea is that a lot of different religions worship these demons, thinking, because these demons can actually do things on Earth. They can actually do physical things. They can affect the physical world around you to a certain degree. And so a lot of people worship them because they'll get kind of a response from that to a degree. I just watched an interview with, if you guys know who, I'm not a big fan of the Daily Wire, but if you guys know who Michael Knowles is, he's a pretty good guy on the Daily Wire. And he had an interview maybe 6 months ago with this woman who used to be a witch, a Mexican witch. And she went through all this stuff. There's all the stuff that I'm talking about right now, about how you summon the angel. That's how they say it in Enochian vision magic, which was then adapted by Aleister Crowley, who is a known Satanist and known piece of shit, into his elemental workings and all that shit. But that's the idea, is that they call the demons angels because, technically speaking, they are angels. That's what they are. It's like if you have a piece of shit human and a good human, they're still both humans, but one's a piece of shit, the other one's not. It's the same thing with angels. They're still angels. They're just really, really, really shitty ones. And so you can summon them and have them do things for you. That's a real fact. If you figure out how to do it, you can do it. You'll be fucked for the rest of your life and then thereafter. But you can do it. There's many stories of people doing it. I'm sorry if I'm getting all conspiratorial and everybody's like, what the fuck is he talking about now? I haven't even gotten into the weird shit either.
It's interesting.
This is the regular shit. You say who is that? Who's he? Yeah.
He's who Hollywood music industry still follow and look up to.
Wait a minute. Can you share Mr. Self-Destruct's thing real quick? Okay. Demons are supposed to be the dead spirits of the Nephilim killed in the flood, whose spirits can neither go to heaven or hell. I think that Mr. Self-Destruct is pretty much right on the mark there. I think that the demons that exist in our world are cursed souls, disembodied souls of the Anunnaki, the original old gods, the Watchers, if you will, from Genesis, and their offspring, the Nephilim. And I think that they were, because they're so shitty and so horrible and then what they did, that they are cursed to remain here on this planet. And they're fucked forever, which is pretty funny.
And
because of sex.
Being like a proper Catholic then, Pat, what's your honest opinion? What's your honest opinion on someone like me? What would God think of me?
What do you mean? What do you think of God?
What do I think of God? I wouldn't say I guess I'm closer to Christian, I guess. I believe in a God of sorts, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's a he, a she, a them, a force. I guess I'm agnostic, really. I'm willing to believe in a God, but I want some hardcore evidence.
A lot of people get hung up on, is God a he or a she? God is all. God is everything. The very breath that you expelled just now, the very the wood that this table is made of, the fucking electrons and the electricity that goes through my computer so that we can speak to each other across continents. This is all part of what God is. God is the universe itself, and he wills everything to exist. What would God think of you? Jonny, do you honestly, in your heart, and when you think to yourself, when you cross-examine yourself and think about what you have done during the day or what you haven't done, yada yada, do you feel like you have put your best effort into doing good to others, forgiving evil to the best of your ability, obviously, and essentially operating under the natural law, which is like things that are unnatural you don't do and things that are natural you do? Do you feel like that's who you are?
Well, I would consider myself a good person. I like to help people out, but I don't know about forgiving evil. I'm not too quick to forgive. I'm quite stubborn when it comes to that, especially if it's an evil thing. Like, what do you mean by forgiving evil?
I mean, I specifically mean evil done against you. So
against me.
Right. It's one thing to say, Jesus said, turn the other cheek. So it's one thing if you hit me, if you said something mean to me, for me to be like, oh, all right, you said that mean thing, but I'm going to forgive you and I'm going to move on. It's an entirely different thing to say, you punched my mother. You know what I mean? Like, you punched my mother. I don't have the right to turn my cheek because it's not my cheek that's been punched. So certain things must be done to rectify the situation wherein you have committed an evil against my mother. And it falls upon me to do such a thing because that's what it does. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, forgiving evil done against you that can be that doesn't. Well, actually, pretty much just forgiving evil done against you. Because even if it's something that kills you, even if it's somebody who kills you, they say they walk up to you and shoot you in the face. If you had a second in your brain before you die to decide whether or not you wanted to forgive that person, I feel like you should forgive that person if it's you who's the one who's being killed. However, it becomes very different when there's other people involved, because I don't have the right to say to other people, I'm turning the other cheek. You know what I mean? You're being killed, but I'm turning the other cheek. It's not my cheek to be turned. So there comes a point at which responsibility from one human to another is. So that's what I'm saying, I guess, is like it's not an out, like everybody gets forgiven at all times. It's just a thing where, are you the one being hurt? And if so, are you able to forgive it?
I guess not. If someone's evil to me, then no, I don't forgive it. I'm quite I'll hold a grudge, to be honest. So that doesn't make me very Christian, does it?
Well,
but at the same time, I'm not.
I can't just say like. No, I mean it's not like a black or white thing. Like it's not like a instant yes or no thing. It's like it's the conscious choice to make the world around you better. And some people have different opinions of how that happens. I think the Christian opinion of how that happens is the most correct opinion. But so here's a good one for you. As a Catholic, right? They say some people ask us, if somebody's never heard of God, if they've never heard of Jesus Christ, are they doomed to hell? Is that just what it is? Like, say they grow up in fucking North Korea and they've been told their whole life Kim Jong-un is God, and they've never heard of Jesus Christ. And, in the Bible it says, essentially, I'm paraphrasing here because I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm a Catholic. I don't worship a book. I worship the man, God, Jesus Christ. They say, you know, I lost my train of thought. The point is, what I'm trying to say is, even if you do not know about Jesus Christ, you're not guilty for that. God does not hold you guilty for something that he didn't provide you the means to figure out. Does that make any sense? So like if you if you spend your whole life in an addiction that would normally prevent you from achieving a level higher than Earth, whatever that is, but you were never, God never gave you the ability or any of the means whatsoever to get out of that addiction. He's not going to hold you responsible for that. He holds you responsible for the things that you can and won't do. That's the way Catholics look at it. I'm going to speak for all Catholics right now. It's going to speak for all of them.
So in your opinion, then, like, as a Catholic, you could literally forgive anyone. Is that what you mean? Like, that done evil against you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, if it was, but see, that's the thing. That's the sticky part. When it's just me, like, say you fucking come up to me and punch me in the face. Am I going to forgive you? Like, if I'm being realistic with you, like, no, I'm probably going to fight you because I like fighting. That's the problem there. Like, I like fighting. I like kicking people. So, like, I'm going to fight you because I've been waiting for an opportunity to do that with real people. But, like, if you punch my mother, so, like, my response should be, I forgive you. You know, you punched me, I forgive you. Obviously, you don't let it get to the point where you could be killed, because now, you know, if you're killed, that's a responsibility now that you're sacrificing to other people that you know and love, because you're letting yourself be killed, if that makes any sense. Like I have a responsibility to my parents and my family to not be killed willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just going to let myself be killed because I have a responsibility to take care of my parents or to love my family members and all that stuff. But if the moment you attack somebody else, there's no point at which I now need to be like, oh, well, I'm forgiving you because you've attacked me. I'm turning my cheek because you've attacked somebody else. That's not how that works. Like, you have a responsibility as a human person to do what is right and what is just. And if somebody is hurting somebody against, you know, that's not you, you have a responsibility to protect that person and defend that person. And now it's like, if you don't defend them and you don't protect them, now you're actually kind of guilty of a sin, for lack of a better word. I'm sorry. I keep getting on tangents, Johnny. I'm sorry. This is the thing about me and religion. When you start talking to me about this, I'll get on these giant tangents.
No, I find it interesting. I like talking about religion. This is interesting to me because I've never really. I guess if I had to back anyone, I would probably back Christians because my country's Christian, but I'm not personally religious as such. But I like hearing why other people are, if that makes
Well,
sense.
Johnny, if I could convince you at all, because as a Christian, I believe I'm a weird kind of Christian, and I'm the kind of Catholic who thinks that, like, if everybody banded together and all believed the same thing willfully of their own accord, we could create a perfect world. I'm one of those people, which people look at and they laugh at and they scoff at me and they say, you're ridiculous. It'll never happen. Okay, fine. I believe all things can happen through God. So my point is like, if I would say, look at the history of your country alone, right? Your country was pagan and they were still essentially brushing their teeth with shit. And then Christianity came along and your country became the most powerful country in the entire world until a couple hundred years ago, right? And your country is still, of all the countries in the world, one of the most civilized and technologically advanced societies on Earth. This doesn't just happen. This happens because there was the Christian religion to provide that moral framework around which your country operated. If your country had been Arabic or Judaic or Zoroastrianic or Buddhist or Taoist or any number of religions, you would never have gotten to where you are now, as is evident by history. By history itself, you can see. They chose a certain religion, bing, bang, boom, here we are. America chose an even more extreme version of the religion, bing, bang, boom. We surpassed, essentially, Great Britain in the last 200 years, at least, maybe until 20 years ago. But I would say just look at the effects the religion that you follow has on your country, and you can see which ones are more true than the others. Am I going to say that Catholicism is 100% true? No, I don't think that. I think that it's as good as we can get.
Right.
I think,
I
Johnny.
get
Go ahead.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, Christianity did help people evolve, didn't it, really? Like, I'm sure some pagan traditions had clever people. I doubt they were all just like cavemen.
Yeah.
But Christianity did kind of bring people together in a civilized way. Unlike most other religions, it kind of helped shape the world, didn't it, really?
Yeah.
Like, the majority of the world. It's the biggest religion still.
Well, I mean, this idea of equality, that everybody's equal, this doesn't originate from Islam. It does not originate from Judaism, certainly. It doesn't originate from any other religion. It originates from Christianity. The idea that every human person is equal and we're all loved equally by God is a distinctly Christian ideology that a lot of people have taken for granted in the cultures they live in, like America and Great Britain. Especially at least I experience it, especially in America. You have all these atheists who are like, everybody's equal. And it's like, why? If you're an atheist and you don't believe in God, then no, we're not equal. Some of us are better than each other and we deserve to rule each other. If that's the case, if there's no moral quandary holding us back, no, there are certain people who are better than others and we deserve to rule over you. So, but Christianity brought a different ideology of everybody's equal. And so people take that for granted these days.
Yeah, definitely. What's the time where you are now then?
11:55, about to be midnight.
So we're like 6 hours behind. You're on Central Time.
5 right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes to 6 over here. Anyone still in the chat? Thanks for
chirping.
Yeah, they'll be coming up soon. The sun will be coming up soon over here. It comes up about 6. So how was how's your campaign doing, Pat? Have you got any backers yet?
Yeah, I got 2 new backers today actually. So that's really good. We're at 860 right now. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Sorry.
I'm gonna make an Indiegogo account. I haven't been on there yet. I've got to go on there and back some campaigns.
Mine's on Fund My Comics, so it's actually a bit cheaper for you.
All right. What?
Yeah.
What do you do it like cheaper prices on there then?
No, I think it's just the shipping and the what's it called? The site donation are a bit cheaper for you.
Oh, right.
And also Fund My Comic is it's like supported by and created by a Comicsgate guy, so I just prefer giving him my money than some big corporation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll make an account from me comic.
Yeah, you should, because it's actually way more convenient than Indiegogo. Like, I've noticed this on Indiegogo. I have to like fucking type all my shit in every time I back somebody's campaign. But for Fund My Comic, I just like log into my account, I press a couple buttons, and bing bang boom, that's where it is. Hey, I need to take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No rush. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, you lovely lot. Oh, I can hear him. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry about the lagging. I had to use a different computer tonight because my old one, I think, is just dead. It died on me. It's really gutted as well. I just started a new game of Fallout on it because I had one of those alien computers. I don't know what you call it. It's like a PC, but you can play games on it as well. It's an Alienware, and now it's just fucked up. And the little alien head's just flashing, and it won't load up anymore. I was really sad. Just started a new character as well on Fallout called Fat Rat. He was this big fat raider, and I just made my first little village. And I was going to have lots of scabby people working for me. I wanted like hobos and stuff. And I put a mod on as well. I had this mod that could allowed you to recruit any sort of race. So I had like trigger men coming to my settlement. I had like simps, all sorts. Yeah, I was gutted. I've got to get a new computer because this one just seems a bit bugged. I think there's a virus on it or something. Yeah, poor Jonny. It's annoying. It's gutting. I got to if I want to play Fallout now, I got to use my mate's old Xbox. It's not as good. It's not as good. But yeah, as you can tell, on my old computer, it was top notch. It was like, oh, here comes Pat. I can hear him creeping in.
I'm back.
You all right, mate? Yeah, I was just saying on my old computer.
Oh no!
I had one of those. Have you seen those Alienware computers that are like gaming computers? I got one of them. It's hang on. I'll unplug it and show you. One of them things.
Like you talking about Fallout right now?
Yeah, but this is the computer I was using to do my streams on as well. And it works better than a laptop. It's a proper computer, but I don't know what's up with it. I'll try to turn it on now.
You gotta put like 1,200 pounds into a new PC, dog.
Yeah, I gotta get a new one. But yeah, I made a new Fallout character just before my computer broke. I'm gutted. He was called Fat Rat. This big fat raider with a scabby face.
Amazing. Mr. Self-Destruct says, I had over 200 mods on Fallout 4 last playthrough. You know what, Mr. Self-Destruct? I'm going to say something to you. That's amateur shit, my guy. I had 234. 234. I haven't even looked. At my my mod organizer too, because I haven't even logged into Fallout since they announced the update, because it was so perfect. Everything was perfect. I had taken Fallout 4 and I had made it a good fucking game with good graphics and an actual like storyline and oh my god, it was so beautiful. It was the most perfect Fallout 4 you could imagine. And now they fucked it all up.
I played it with the update, and there's hardly any.
Uh-oh. You there, Johnny? Yeah, see? You guys see? Mr. Self-Destruct, do you see me in real time and not Johnny? I'm wondering if it's like a across the pond kind of thing. Cammy, if you're listening too, if you can hear me too, let me know. If you see Johnny or you don't see Johnny, but you see me. Maybe you guys don't see either of us. In the words of Ben Grimm, what a revolting development. Ladies and gentlemen, you're back here. You're back here at Scab Cast number 7. I just switched into my Benjamin J. Grimm voice, so I'm going to keep doing it till Johnny comes back. If you don't know who Benjamin J. Grimm is, you're a rube, and you should know that. Kamikaze says, I love this. I kind of like this. I kind of like when you drop out and I'm like, Scabcast is mine now. I'm taking over all Johnny's shows.
It's kind of lucky you came on because I'd be fucked if I didn't have someone else on here.
I know. Wow. You know what? That's even better proof that you should convert to Christianity there, Johnny. You see, God had your back this whole time.
Maybe you're Jesus in disguise.
No. I'm one of the descendants of the Nephilim, as Mr. Self-Destruct well knows. The Irish and the Scottish. The red hair, the blue eyes, blue-green eyes. I have green eyes because I'm even more special.
It's rare, isn't it? I think having green eyes is the rarest eyes in the world.
I think Cammy actually was the one who posted that diagram. It says something like 2% of the world's population has green eyes. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Nice. I'm really lucky because, like,
I got.
What do you got? Gray,
blue eyes,
blue. Like that's not dark, boring.
Like bluey gray, I guess.
That's still special. If you had brown eyes, that would be not special. You're still special, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm Aryan.
Would you have passed if the Nazis had come through?
Yeah, I could have been a German, I reckon. I'd have been a good one.
Cammy says, I'm Nephilim too.
Yeah,
nice.
Definitely.
Look, Cammy, we got to conserve our bloodlines, right? We can't be diluting it with the lesser races, so. That's a joke, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I was just about to go on a date with an Indian girl, and she stood me up. So whose fault is it exactly that I'm not diluting my bloodline?
What, Indian as in India, or India as in Native American?
I love that you have to ask that question as a British guy, because we ask that question as Americans all the time. We say feather or dot? Is that racist? Am I allowed to say that? You know, the funny thing is I don't give a fuck, okay? I know all you people, all you other people are super racist towards white people behind closed doors with your different languages, so go fuck yourself. Point is, dot. But she was like a weird one where she was like, her whole family was Christian beforehand. So it was like this weird, like, how the hell did that happen? You know what I mean? Yeah. She was a smoke show. I'll be honest with you. Total smoke show. Totally stood me up. No, she didn't stand me up. She just like, she ghosted me on the old, like the dating apps, you know? And then she came to my dealership where I work and I wrote her up for an oil change. And I was like, wait a minute. This is that chick that stood me up. So then at the end, I was giving her her receipt for the oil change. And I was like, hey, so real quick, why'd you just completely ignore me? And then she was like, oh, yada, yada, yada. I thought I got a date, but she was just pushing me off further. You know, I still got a lot to learn about women. I got to be honest. Like, because I'm the kind of guy who like takes what you say at face value. So if you're like, yeah, let's go on a date in 2 weeks. I'm like, cool, a date in 2 weeks. But when a woman says, let's go on a date in 2 weeks, what she means is, I don't want to talk to you anymore. So I had to learn that out the hard way.
You'll find a good one eventually.
Maybe we'll see.
You ought to look for a woman in church, Pat. They're the best ones for you.
That's true. Although after the
go for
conversation
a
we had
good-
on Confiscate
good
Commandos, I
Catholic.
think I'm going to Russia. Carbon Heart and we're going to go to Russia. We're gonna.
If you
It's
do,
just
you got to live stream it. That'd be
Oh,
brilliant.
for sure, dude. But you see, if I go to Russia, I'm 100% coming to England first. 100%. There's not a doubt in my mind. I've never had a reason to go to England, but now I've got a reason. I would 100% go there. And then also we could no, he doesn't even live there. I was thinking we could throw eggs at Az's house, but he doesn't actually live in England. He lives in New Zealand, doesn't he?
I don't know. I thought I don't really follow him enough. I thought he lived in England. He got a northern accent.
No, dude, he's a faker. He doesn't actually live in England. He said I think he's New Zealand or Australia or something like that. But he doesn't actually live where you guys live. Do you guys call it the motherland or the home or the fatherland?
Neither really.
You just call it good old
That's
England.
more of like England, the greatest country on earth, God's country.
You know, I didn't really ever have any respect for England until I started talking to you and hearing what real Englishmen had to say about their own country. And it kind of gave me a different perspective.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of brings back to what I was talking to.
There ain't many good Englishmen on YouTube, really.
No, they're all statist pigs. I mean, globalist pigs. I mean, people I don't agree with.
Captain Showcat's pretty funny. He's all right. I don't mind him.
He is. He's funny. Yeah.
He's honest. I like honest people.
Yeah. He's just who he is. You know what I mean? Like, you can like or hate Chokeout for the things that he says, but he is who he is. You know what I mean? So, I still want to fight him, though. Not like in a negative way. Like, I just want to, test my mettle. I want to do a stand-up. No ground game. I don't do that gay shit. Like,
That'd be a good fight, I reckon. I'd like to see you fight him as well.
It'd be fun because I
Let's
think
try
he probably has much better boxing abilities than I do. But I feel like if I introduced my kicks, like my Muay Thai kicks, I think he might have a bit of a go for it. You know what I mean? It'd be fun.
Just be careful because British English lads fight dirty. So he'll probably try and chuck something in your eyes or bite your ear or something.
Some fucking what do they call it? What did you call it the other day? Grape what did you call it? Grape currant. That's what it was. He'll try to spill some grape currant in my eyes.
Black currant.
Yeah. Black currant, sorry.
Do you not drink that in America then? Black currants?
No, not really. I mean, black people drink grape soda, but other than that, no, not really. Like, but then I'm a weird person. I don't really. My diet's very it's very simple. I'm a very simple man when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, I don't drink soda. I don't eat candy. I just, I pretty much just eat chicken sandwiches and bread and eggs, and drink beer. Because I'm Irish.
Chicken's alright.
No, I like it. It's good. It makes me feel good. My body feels good. So that's, that's all I care about.
Do you like steak, like beef?
Oh yeah. But it's expensive. So, I can't just buy it every day.
Yeah, it's the same here as well.
Yeah. Didn't have to be that way, but is currently the way it is.
Yeah.
I like eggs the most, though. I'd say eggs are amazing.
Yeah, they're really good for you, ain't they, eggs? We have this thing over here in Britain called Scotch eggs. Do you have them in America?
Depends. What are those?
It's like a hard-boiled egg that's wrapped in like sausage meat and then breadcrumbs over the top of it.
Fuck no, we don't have that, but I would love it. Oh my God.
It's really nice. They're served cold, but it's literally just a hard-boiled egg, and then you wrap the sausage meat around it, and it's covered in breadcrumbs. But it tastes brilliant. You'll love it.
Dude,
I'm sure there must be somewhere in America that sells them.
maybe somewhere, but not anywhere I live. I live in the Midwest. I live in St. Louis, so like there's there's none of that here. But that's amazing. I would love. I love breakfast food. Breakfast food is my favorite food. It's so good.
Yeah, the British have some pretty good breakfasts. Lots of fry up like bacon, eggs, sausages, tomatoes, beans, hash browns.
Yeah. What do you call the thing where it's you put the egg in betwixt like you cut a hole in some toast and you put the egg in there? What is that called? They did it in V for Vendetta.
That's egg soldiers, dipping eggs and soldiers. You get like a runny egg and then you cut up little bits of bread and you dip it in the egg and eat it.
Do you cook the egg first or do you just make it like do you just crack it open and spin it up?
It's cooked, but it's like just before it starts to go hard boiled. It's like a runny egg.
So what do you do with the whites?
You eat it all. You eat the yolk and the white.
Okay. Do you but you put the whites on the bread or do you because you're dipping the bread in the yolk. So, or are you saying you don't cook the whites all the way?
Yeah, you don't cook it all the way. It's all kept in the egg, and then you just break the top off and sort of eat it like that. It's weird.
Oh, so you've got you're holding the egg and you dip the bread in the egg?
Yeah.
Like you actually, that's amazing.
I was trying to find a video of it. For some reason, nothing in my YouTube is working. I can't play any videos. Fucking bollocks.
Dude, your internet is shite today.
It is. It won't even let me load up YouTube now. I'm just barely doing this stream, I think.
Yeah, you really are. Dude, the moment you try to share something, you go like this. Anyway, I was saying that.
Yeah.
That's what happens every time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sort that out for next time. That really does my head in. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to that. I like things being produced properly. I feel very amateur.
No, you're fine, dude. You're fine. It's been a good time. It's been a fun time being on here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, mate. It's
No
nice
doubt,
to have
dude.
you on.
I mean, I can pretty much do this every Saturday night. I mean, you heard me before. That girl stood me up, so it's not like I got anything else to do.
Yeah, normally I'd be working now, and I'd be just getting home around this time. So my normal Scab Casts will be at 7, which is just under an hour away. So you'll probably be long a bed by then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll get there. Especially with your show, people just need to know that it's there again. You got to get regular again, and people to pick up on it.
Yeah, I feel like some of the people who would have been willing to come on your channel are not willing to come on mine. I don't know why. I don't understand the whole.
I don't think it's that. It's just the times, mate. I think when you went earlier, it was really early, and you still had some big people streaming. Fucking Ethan pulled out a super show, didn't he, with his auction, getting all the comics book kings on there.
Yeah. You think it's because it's on Saturday, or you think because the show's technically later than we started on Sundays? So
yeah, but I don't know. Saturdays don't seem to have much going on, do they? Like with Comicsgate, Fridays and Saturdays, not many people stream on that day, and when they do, it's people like Ethan who have millions of viewers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Originally, that's why I thought of doing it Sunday, because I thought no one's really got. It's like a lazy day. No one streams. It's just something nice to end your weekend with, isn't it? But I think Saturday will work. It just needs the advertisement. It needs people to know that it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the way I feel like is like Ethan, he does trash cast whenever he fucking feels like it. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
can't control, like, if he's streaming, there's nothing I can do about that. I just gotta choose my day.
I wouldn't be
and
bothered
hope
about
he's
it.
not
Yeah,
streaming.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
That's what I think now. I'm not really bothered who's streaming, as long as it's not like I don't want to go over your stream. But apart from that,
That's how
I
I
don't
feel.
really care because
Yeah.
you ain't ever going to compare with them anyway. So you may as well just shoot your shot.
Right. And those who will be here will be here. But yeah, I feel similarly that I don't want to overstream you, although it's convenient that we're in different countries so that we're on different times anyway. But it's just
Yeah,
like,
and I like
and in fact, this was kind of cool though, going off Comicsgate Commandos and coming on here with you. That was a lot of fun for me. I know it's not going to be a frequent thing because but it was cool.
Yeah, it's nice to have a proper chat, and it was fun watching your show as well. I watched it all the way through, and it was it was good. Good bit of conversation on there. It's good to see
Thanks,
that
man.
Carbonart's coming out of his shell a bit now as well and asking some good questions.
Yes, he's really stepped up, dude. He's really, like I said before, like some people seem a little hesitant. I think maybe they think, I don't know what they think, but maybe they think I'm just trying to, I don't know. I'm not gonna put words into people's mouths. I'm just saying, like, there's some people I've asked who like were totally fine beforehand, and it just like it was this weird, like, it was a weird, like, it just happened, and they just kind of stopped responding to me, and I don't know why. Maybe I did something. I don't know. There's been a lot of also, like, drama surrounding Comicsgate about who you can trust, yada yada yada, and all I can do is just be myself. I'm just gonna always be myself. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you're one of the most honest people in Comicsgate, mate. A lot of artists that do well to come on your show. I mean, you don't get at the minute. You might not have a lot of viewers, but you're actually doing what a Comicsgate show should do. Actually trying to promote artists and stuff, and not just talking loads of shit.
Yeah, thank you.
I do think in future, if you keep up at it and just keep doing it, eventually it'll take off and it'll be one of the more popular shows, I reckon.
Well, you have no idea, Johnny. You see, while you may not 100% believe in him, the sweet Lord has blessed me greatly over the past 2 weeks. It's like I worked 4 years on this comic book, and I put all my heart, life, and soul into it. And I'm just this guy who does a 9 to 5, and I wanted to make a comic book, and that's my only goal. And it's just I did all this stuff. I released my comic book. The campaign started, and I don't want to talk too much because there's things that are you don't want to business things going on that you don't want to but
yeah,
in the next 6 months, I think if everything continues to go as they are going right now, and I don't lose my job at work, I'm gonna be pretty well situated within Comicsgate, I would say, just because of being honest and paying people to do good work. And think there's going to be some changes, obviously, in my comics career and things like that as we go along here. But I feel like I worked really hard on this, and God was just like, all right, here, I'm going to introduce you to all the people you need to know to get this fucking shit done. So I feel very lucky right now. And any financial concerns I had in regards to paying these people well for the work they provide me was instantly taken care of within the past week. And it's just, I feel like I'm on, like, I'm starting from the underground. Like, this is the underground, Johnny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm not to talk shit on anybody, but like Vaughn, or what's his name? Vaughn Coleman. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, he's the evil version of you, isn't he?
No, he's not comparable to me. Okay, look, I can sing, I can dance, I've got rhythm, I've got blues, I'm sexy, I can kick people really hard and hurt them very hard. Okay, Vaughn's written a comic book, I've written a comic book. That's the closest. That's how close we are, right?
All right.
I don't.
He killed Jon Malin as well.
He did?
Yeah, Vaughn killed Jon Malin in Malin Mysteries.
I must have missed that part. He killed him?
Yeah, it was him. It was Vaughn.
Wait, it was right. I'm sorry.
He killed Anna and then he killed Jon.
That's right. That's funny that you put that there. So, and it's also funny that he named his comic book similarly to mine, which I had named mine since 2019. But like, you've talked to me. Like, I haven't been on the internet. I haven't been doing social media stuff because I hate it. So here we are. And now my comic book is being like, the name of my comic book is being used by somebody else. It's okay. It's what it is. Yeah, we've got nothing to do with each other, but it's like, I don't understand all of that surrounding him. I want to be clear. I'm not trying to fucking attack anybody. I'm just being honest. This is how Patrick is. I'm just honest. I don't understand how the guy hasn't put out a comic book yet. Like, he's not released anything. But everybody looks at him as the second coming of Jesus. And I'm like, why? Like, because he made some cool YouTube videos? Like, I just don't get it.
He gives off Ted Bundy vibes to me. Like one of those people that's like, it looks really nice, but he's hiding something.
Does he look really nice? I'm not trying to be, I'm not going to be mean on that regard. I'm not going to be mean about people's physical appearance. What I'm going to say is, when I was in the music industry for 10 years in St. Louis, I worked from the bottom up, and you saw these fucking young guys who were, all their shit was paid for by their parents. All of their fucking equipment. They all had orange amps. They all had fucking top level guitars, and they still had no, talent or ingenuity. That's not what I'm implying about Vaughn, but what I'm saying is, everybody seems to be looking at him as like the second coming of Jesus Christ himself. And I just don't understand it. I don't get it. It's like, what has he done? What has he done to earn this? And I feel very lucky because I come from the perspective of, if you start in the underground, you start in the slums, as it were, then when people follow you, if they follow you, it's a true, honest follow. It's because they actually like your art. And so
yeah,
I look at my $860 compared to his 10,000, whatever he's got now. And I say to myself, I've made $860 from people who actually wanted to buy my book. And
yeah, that's it.
I don't know.
You came through from like the chat, really. Like, that was part of my vision with Comicsgate Commandos. I wanted to like put the message out there, and people like yourself, I was hoping that I could get someone to come on, promote their work a little bit, bring others on, sort of be like a conduit just to bring people together. And it sort of worked a little bit. Like, you got a little bit of a taste for streaming now, and you're doing your
because
your
of you
releases and stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see you. It's good to see you doing it. Like, now you're up with the rest of the Comicsgate artists. You're just getting your campaign out there.
Isn't that amazing? I've been talking to Rob Hunter. I've had work done by Rob Hunter, by Peter Gilmore. That shit's amazing. It's amazing. And it starts
shows,
from the underground.
You must be a good writer, because these artists ain't just going to work for you if they don't like your stuff. They're not going to want to be associated with it.
You pay a man.
I know you're
money,
paying them.
He'll draw anything.
They still got morals. Like, Even if I was
Yeah.
not that I am, but if I was a shit hot comic book artist, it wouldn't matter how much someone paid me. I wouldn't get involved in a project that I didn't want my name added to. So somewhere they must like your style or your story, because they wouldn't, you know what I mean? Especially someone like Peter Gilmore. I don't know the others too well, but Peter Gilmore don't strike me as someone that would just sell out for money. I think he got to have a little bit of passion in what he's drawing to enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Peter is like a very, very underrated artist. Like he's one of the best in Comicsgate, honestly. And he should be a king, but he's not, because of I guess he never technically worked for Marvel and DC. So, but at the same time, it's like, if Mandy's a king, shouldn't Peter be a king? Like, shouldn't Peter be the king? I'm just saying.
He kind of is, isn't he? Really, it's just like in America, you got so much good artists. It's like hard to choose from them all. Over here, there's hardly any left, like that aren't woke. Like, I'm surprised someone like 2000 AD didn't snap Peter Gilmore up. He could have done brilliant stuff for like Judge Dredd and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I can I don't wonder, but I think to myself, can I afford to like commission one of these guys to draw like not one of my characters, but one of the Marvel or DC characters? Like, if I, you know what I mean? Like, if I had just, a certain amount of money to blow, I would just be like, hey, Peter, draw me Judge Dredd. If I just had that money lying around, I would 100% do that. But, there's all this, you gotta budget things. And as a regular person I just want to create good comics, and I've never been a comic book writer before. I don't have a ton of money to throw around, so just do what I can. So I'm going to
Oh, sorry, mate. Carry on.
I was just going to read some of the chats here, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Mr. Self-Destruct says, no one is ever really dead. And then he says, Vaughn is part of the Dungeoneers. He has their highest support. Everyone else had high hopes for him before that, too. Think he works for Billy Tucci, so there's that, too. I don't understand this crossover between Billy Tucci and the Dungeoneers. I understand it as Comicsgate. I see it as Comicsgate in the sense that, you don't have to have everybody's particular opinions to be giving them money. So I see that, but I also don't my question is, why does he work for Billy Tucci? What was it that he did? Not that he, that he's gonna do. What was it that he did that got Billy Tucci to be like, Billy Tucci, we're talking about here, to be like, oh yeah, let me hire you? That's the thing that confuses me about all this. Like, I just don't understand why. I still don't understand. I don't get it. Cammy says there's a lot of people like that in CG, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with you. Mr. Self-Destruct says yes. And then Mr. Self-Destruct says, whereas someone like B.A. Turner comes on with 2 novels he worked on for 8 years, and he really has to hustle for his following. That's very true. Very, very true. Yeah.
Yeah, when you showed his work earlier, it looked brilliant. I like the look of it. It was done really well.
Yeah, well, I mean, let me show this here. And what's funny is I've been intending to do a review for Blood and Sword and also the Liam Dino King manga.
Right.
That's the one Peter was. Look, Peter, if you're listening to this, I'm not going to do this review until you come back on my show. You understand? That's how this works. I'm not going to fucking... If I have to shit on somebody, I'm not going to do it unless you're on the show to fucking...
Is Peter Gilmore ignoring you now?
I don't want to look. The man's busy. He's an artist. And then we've got this. This is the second part of This is the second part of Vigilante's Creed, Mortal Defiance, Book 2. I realized that I backed the wrong thing. I only got book 2. I should have gotten book 1, 2, and the comic, but I did not get the comic or book 1, which was stupid of me. But once the 15th rolls around and I get my bonus, that'll all be taken care of. But BA has really put a lot of work into this, a lot of effort. It's much better writing than you find in most comic books. It's more drawn out in the sense that, I mean, because it's a short, it's a novel. It's what is it? How many pages is it? I don't know if I can say it's a short.
It's more
novel.
like a graphic novel, ain't it? Really,
it's 250 pages. I mean, that's a pretty, that's nothing to scoff at. So, Mr. Self-Destruct says 498 pages, probably with the part 1 and part 2, if that's what you're saying, because this part 2 is just 290 something or other pages. But anyway, he obviously put a lot of effort into it. All the characters have distinct storylines that I can already tell, and I would say I'm probably 47% through the book. It's much more enjoyable than many of the things that I've read, including Dino King. But that's all you're gonna get until you come onto my show, Peter. All right, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, he's a good bloke, Peter.
He
I reckon
is.
I might have offended him a bit. It might
Why?
have been
What do you
me.
mean?
I don't know. Ben got a bit cry, didn't he, when I said I didn't want to call myself CG? I reckon a lot of people got offended by that. Bit
Yeah,
gay,
it's
though.
just like,
I mean, I'm still supporting him.
Well, the thing about it is like, it's stupid to me because it's like, look, Johnny, you've already heard me say this a million times, so you know my opinion on it. Like, you say you're
Yeah,
not
I know.
CG, but you don't really have much of a choice in the matter. Like, people will perceive you as CG, and you have people who are CG supporting you in the chat on your channel. Like, I'm 100% Comicsgate till the day I die.
And all I was trying to do was and all I was saying is that by not going under the title, it wasn't really right of me to carry on with the Commando show, and I was trying to hand it over to you two, which is like 2 proper Comicsgate members. Because I'm not really Comicsgate. I'm just an associate, I'm a fan. I come here to support them all. I'm not a proper artist. I'm not like a comic book artist or nothing.
Well, so I would agree and disagree with you on both of those things. I would say on the one hand, it doesn't matter if you're one of the artists or the writers or not. If you support Comicsgate and you believe in the ideals we believe in, you're Comicsgate. Or rather, if the public perceives you as Comicsgate, whether you like it or not, you're Comicsgate. But I do also agree with you that I don't know how to put it. I think I'm more involved in Comicsgate than you are. So when you say, it's more of a right. When you say it's more of a you show, that does make sense.
And what you said on your show about me coming in about a year ago, that was true. I knew about Comicsgate when it first kicked off, but I never realised it was all online. I never realised there was an online community. It was only stuff I'd heard in the news about it. And it was about a year ago, well, last Christmas, around that sort of time, that I started watching all the streams online. And then I sort of started liking the characters of the artists. That's what gave me the idea to make Malin Mysteries. And obviously, like before Comicsgate, I still liked some of the artists anyway. Like I knew about Del Keown, Billy Tucci, people like that. Because a lot of them are old artists and they were pretty big before Comicsgate took off.
Oh, yeah. And a really cool thing about many of them is that they're like, some of them after Comicsgate took off have become like crazily better versions of what they used to be. So like, you got the example of, you've got the classic example of Ethan Van Sciver, who was, worked for DC. He was a good artist for DC. I would say an amazing artist for DC. I think he provided some of the best work DC's ever seen. And then he decided to be his own artist and do his own thing for Cyberfrog. But then you have people like Rob Hunter, who was an inker for Marvel. So you're not necessarily going to, like, as an average comic book viewer, you're not going to necessarily look at a comic book and say, oh, that's a Rob Hunter Marvel book, because you're looking mostly at the writing and the guy who put the pencils down, if I'm being honest. But then you see what Comicsgate has made this guy, what has done for him. And you see, like, holy shit, like, this guy, when he like just lets himself be himself and do his own work and work hard on it and do good work, it becomes like, I don't even know how to describe it, dude. It's like a million times better than what you see on the rack when you go into a comic book store. Like, I see that shit on the rack. It's blandly colored. Oh, it's not blandly colored. It's very the same, like, I would call it trans coloring. I don't know how other people view it, but it's like a bunch of pinks, a bunch of purples, a bunch of greens. They love this color scheme. It's always this like modern, hip, chic, trans coloring scheme. Whereas I'm more of a fan of the flats from the old 70s and 80s books. Like, just give me some fucking flats. I don't need your highlights. Like, your highlights can go to hell. Like, the way I look at it is, if your artist didn't put in enough rendering to make the flats worth it, then you got to go back and get your artist to put in enough rendering. that's the way I look at it. I hate highlights. But anyway, Comicsgate has done great things for those people who used to just be at a certain level, and they were kept at that certain level by the industry, and now they can branch out and do their own thing, and now there's, it's much better for them.
What's this? A lot of
Mr. Self,
seeing
you go ahead.
Improve is now having full creative freedom and ownership. If they had to make deadlines before that's any limit removed. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the thing you'll find with independent comic book creators and Comicsgate artists is there's actual passion in their comic books as well. They're drawing stuff, that a story that they love, that they're into. Whereas a lot of these commercial artists working for DC and Marvel, they got no love for the project they're drawing. They're just doing it because it's good money, and they're just been told to do it. It's not their creation, so they're not going to handle it with care.
Exactly. That's what it all comes down to. When it's not yours, and you can just do it, like, if you're just going to get paid for a paycheck, why not? It's all about motivation. Every human being is all about motivation. If you can get a human being to be motivated a certain particular way that isn't also in your best interest, you're good to go. That's all that it comes down to. And so it's funny how people don't seem to realize that, especially Marvel and DC. They don't seem to realize that if they hire artists and then say to them, hey, do whatever you want, it's within the context of the script that they've been given, but also saying to the writers, do whatever you want. That's another important thing. A lot of people, especially in Comicsgate, like to shit on the writers. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've noticed this, Johnny. But they like to shit on writers a lot. They're like, writers are like almost lesser than inkers to them. Which is funny because it's like, go ahead.
Like, with Comicsgate, like, there's good writers like yourself. You come up with a good story, but then you get a lot.
Well, don't say that yet. Don't say that yet. Read the book first,
right.
then you can call me a good writer.
Well, you get good writers, and then you get people claiming to be writers, and they're just pumping out shit because that's all they can do. So, unfortunately, it's like being a writer is not only hard enough because, like you said, writers aren't as valued in the comic book world, but there's a lot more like rubbish writers out there as well, because you can hide it more with writing. Like, as an artist, you can't really hide if you're a shit artist drawing a picture.
That's very true.
Whereas
In fact,
writing
if
a
you're a
story,
terrible writer, you can hide it behind a good artist.
well, yeah, exactly. It's hard. It's hard being a writer for anything really.
Like Jonathan Hickman.
Writing's skillful.
It's one of those things where it's like, you know, they say on average that what is it like to every $100 that an artist makes on a page, a writer should make $10. I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Well, that
in this
depends
sense.
if it's like your project, then you're the
Right.
writer and it's your project, so it's different, isn't it? You're the
Right.
one creating it, really. You're the
Right.
one that gave birth to it.
That's the thing too, is like if you said, Patrick, I need you to write 4 issues of all right, Cammy, thanks for that. Thanks. Appreciate it. Great. Noted.
That's just because she's an illustrator. She's showing off.
I know. If she totally distracted me. You get paid $100. You know, the illustrators get paid $100 to every $10 that the writer gets paid. But the thing about it is like, if I come up with an idea that nobody else has ever come up with, it's worth much more than your illustration. Your illustration is useful to me in the sense that it can provide a visual for my audience to understand the idea that I'm trying to convey to them. But if either you can't provide an adequate, illustration to express the idea that's coming from my head out there, then we've got a problem. But at the same time, most people don't have to worry about that because most writers are not good. So, but I think that the one thing that I want to promise to people, and I'm 100% all right with promising this to people, is that this story that you find in Phenomenon, you will never find anywhere else ever. It's a completely original story. There are ideas that are not original in the sense of like people have superpowers. So that's an unoriginal idea. It's a fictional element that I've added to this story. But this story, you will not find anywhere else ever. There's nobody who's written this story. And that was the whole point of this, was that I wrote a story that nobody's ever written or ever seen. And so it'll be completely new to them. And it'll be completely new to them while simultaneously being completely something that they kind of already knew in their hearts to be real. And that's the best way I can put it without giving everything away. Cammy says, that is true. I still read books without pictures in them sometimes. Nice. You got to read more. I read like at least probably 16 books a year. 18 books maybe. Depends. Well, it depends on like if you like like currently I've been on so like when we're talking about conspiracies and all that, I didn't believe any of that shit until 2017, and I started looking up. I saw a Yahoo, Yahoo.com. I saw a Yahoo article about giant's bones, and I was like, that's some bullshit, but let me read this anyway because it'll be enjoyable. And then I started like thinking about things, and I started looking up UFOs and all kinds of stuff. And then in my real life in 2018, on December 12th, 2018, I saw a real thing. I don't know how else to describe it. All I can say is that I saw the phenomenon with my own eyes, and I know that it's real. And so it changed my life entirely. And so I went into believing that aliens are real, and then I went back to kind of believing a different thing about all that. But the point is that like you've got to read to know anything at all about the world around you. And there's so much that you haven't read. Like, and not, I'm just saying you, like you, Johnny, I'm talking about you, the people, like me, the people, like there's so much that we haven't read and that we don't know that we could know. And then it would add to our breadth of information, and then we could make better decisions about things. But there's like, people think that they've read all they need to know. Like most people are just like, I know, I went to school, I already know everything I need to know. And it's like, okay, bro. School, yeah, that's gonna fucking teach you the truth of the world around you. Okay.
You never stop learning, do you? Until the day you die, you'll always learn something new every day.
Unless you're dead inside, you know what I mean? If you don't
Yeah.
care. There's a lot of people out there who just don't give a fuck, Johnny. They're just like, I'm here to fucking make money so I can eat my bread and I can go to sleep and die. It's so weird. That's their whole life.
Yeah, sadly, that is how a lot of people live. Right, I'm going to let you sleep now, Pat, because I've been keeping you up. So thanks for coming on, mate. And next time, if you're on ever again, I'll try and get it a bit better. I'll go back on a better computer. Thanks for everyone in the chat that's still here. And sorry about the bumpy beginning. Yeah, it's been good chatting, mate. I like chatting religion and conspiracies with you. It's good.
Yeah, you too, man. Maybe you do, maybe you don't by now, but like I can sometimes get on these long tangents. So if I ever like, lose track of our conversation, just what's the word? I've had 8 beers now, so reel me back in. Mate. But I really appreciate you having me on, dude. It's a great time as always. So thanks for watching the show earlier, and thanks for having me on tonight. And you're now frozen. I can't see a thing that you're saying. Oh wait, no, there you are. Okay,
we're back.
There you are.
Right. Yeah, I heard you.
Get a better internet, Johnny. Get. Me too.
Yeah,
I got to do it too.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, Pat. And I'll catch you soon, mate. All right. Much love. Stay safe.
Hail chat. Peace.
Hey. I just wanna say I'm back. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Now I've made some change in my life. Now I've moved on in life. Now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. I'm thinking deeply right now. My life without you, it's like wow, but I don't know how to explain this. I don't know why it's happening to me, but I just realize you're not the person you used to be. Now I've left this city. This bullshit is not gonna happen again. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Whoa. trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hate on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hate on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody.